Hello, everyone, and welcome to another marvelous Monday. People were thinking we were going to be off this week for the holiday, and I was like, you know what? That actually sounds kind of nice.
Yeah,
but it's too late.
I guess we are going to be. I'll see you guys later. It's been a
I
good
guess
stream.
I'll be heading out now. But no, we're here. We had no choice but to play the tower defense scenario.
That's right. Yeah, we are slaves to enjoyable games, I guess you might say. Not a terrible fate after all. How's everybody doing out there? We're on the crazy futuristic live stream delay.
Yeah, the thing happened. I forgot I was supposed to be talking, so I just paused and smiled for a second.
Zach probably had a little bit of an awkward intro there.
Yeah.
But I want to check in with everybody. I see Van in the chat. Sup, Van?
The stream can officially start.
Can now begin. We got the delay. We got like a few seconds delay on this thing, and the whole reason is so that we can have the production side of this better, so that cards can pop up in a more temporally pleasing way.
Timely manner. Like if I say War Machine, that should pop up closer to me saying that than historically. There's lots of
temporally pleasing.
Yeah.
That's
really funny.
What a windbag.
Speaking of War Machine, we got that pack.
Alex Becker, what's here?
I want to open that in a second. Just look at those cards. We are planning to play Scenario 2 of the Mad Titans Shadow campaign. If you didn't see the last time we streamed Champions, we did the first scenario. It is called Tower Defense. We'll be getting to that in a minute. And the pack. Before we do, would love to answer questions and hang out for a minute.
Yeah, what's up with Schmendrick saying I'm still not famous? Hopefully someone can help me. Well, hopefully
I got a good laugh out of that.
I like Schmendrick. You're now the inside joke at the beginning of the stream as well. We've got Van saying stuff. We've got Schmendrick asking about being famous. We got Thomas Moore saying, good to see you. Alex Becker, of course, on the paper route today. So happy to have you. I guess not a paper route. Maybe that's you're delivering mail. Paper route is throwing newspapers explicitly. Daniel Carson, hi, Zach and Steve, in the weirdest way to write that possible.
I thought he was just going to say hi to me. It's like, hi, Zach.
Drayton said, miss me this weekend. I got to give you some wins. So hopefully, did Drayton win this weekend or not?
No. Eric Wainwright.
Oh, yeah.
Unsurprisingly.
He's always
limited.
He's always ready to smoke somebody.
I believe the highest ELO ranked limited player in Oklahoma.
I'm coming for him.
He's like 30th or 20 something.
That's a good person to compete with for me, because it's basically like playing against that robot that plays chess perfectly.
Yeah. And
you just have to keep trying to be better than it, and you probably never will be.
Yeah.
But it's always good to hone your craft that way. Ben Gomez saying, hey guys, hello Ben. Super Mania says, oh my god, you've mastered time travel, which is technically correct. Bob Benton, part man, part machine, all war. It's War Machine. So is War Machine just a moody Iron Man or a moody Captain America or a mixture of both? Is there any mood involved?
There's not that much mood.
I don't know what War Machine even is. So is it a new suit or something?
War Machine is Iron Man's friend. I mean, it's Captain America's friend too, technically. But he basically, I don't even know how, in the comics that's wild.
Stark must have made the suit though, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like essentially the militarized use of his technology. But like War Machine is actually a part of the military and stuff, whereas Stark is just kind of
he's a
capitalist,
billionaire playboy,
philanthropist, genius, etc.
Put him on.
But yeah, James Rhodes. You can see we'll pop the James Rhodes card real quick. He's obviously in his uniform. He's a soldier.
Okay.
etc. etc.
Great. So, and he's got a machine that allows him to be an Iron Man type thing, but with maybe more weaponry. It seems like more guns.
He is a very gun heavy.
Okay. Cool. I like guns. William McCartney, are you guys going to PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia? No, we're not going anywhere. We aren't going anywhere. We need to get up to a PAX at some point. PAX Unplugged.
It's just so far away.
Penny Arcade Expo.
Yeah, well, there's PAX South in like Austin or something.
I don't go to Austin. If I'm going to travel, I want to travel,
To I think it's Seattle, right?
We'll go see Liberty Bell. It says in Philadelphia for this one.
Is PAX from Philadelphia? Or is that
I don't
just
think
PAX
so.
East?
I think that's... Wait. Seattle is where the old PAX Unplugged was, right?
There's not just one anymore. There's PAX.
Are there multiple PAX Unpluggeds now?
I think so.
Because that's the board game version, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how
we'll figure it out. But no, we're not going, William. Sorry. We would love to get out to a convention. I think once everybody's done having the Great Plague, maybe we'll go out to some more conventions. That'd be nice. I would love to do that. And if we had the money and the time to not care, and we could just go, and we could host a live stream live
A live stream.
A live stream where we could have a studio audience.
That would be a fun way to go to events like
and
that.
we could have people come up to participate. We'd have to screen them, of course, for profanity and general cleanliness.
Oh, like their questions and stuff.
Well, or just their personalities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just do a little, kind of as you come in, like.
Are you the kind of
Are
person
you likely to get
curses?
enraged? Yeah, that kind of thing. No, okay, come on.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your temper?
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure self-selecting for that would be very accurate.
Yeah, it always is. That made me want to say, all I need is a big fab event to be happening. And
Sure.
then it immediately gets more interesting for me.
Sure. I wonder what else we could do. We could do fun. So we'll just we need to be like a differently positioned version of like when the Shut Up and Sit Down show goes on the road.
They go on the road.
Yeah, they'll do like live podcasts and stuff recorded at like their Shucks convention and stuff.
Would it make more sense for us to do a live stream live or a podcast live?
Well, both.
Yes.
I mean, but
what is this but extended
if
podcast?
you have cameras down, and then we could also have an audience camera. It'd be like the Bryce camera, but like more emotive.
Oh, you
interesting.
know what? We could even have Bryce
Raise your
there.
hand. We could have Bryce there, yeah.
And then we don't need a Bryce cam. The audience can just see Bryce.
Yeah, he's just right in the front.
Yeah, but then we would actually need a Bryce cam and an audience cam. For that
That's
kind
fine.
of
We
stuff.
can, if we're gonna travel and do this, we'll buy a few more cameras. I think that's an acceptable cost.
All right, let me put that on the.
I'll look up a
ideas
proposal
list.
for
Yeah.
that real quick.
Yeah.
Brent Sanderson going to PAX. You really original asking, are you guys still having fun with Heroic 1 to 2, or that Galaxy Most Wanted difficulty cooled you down a bit there? So we're on like expert's like fun, where you can play any hero and like unless you're playing Galaxy Most Wanted and then it's garbage. But
I think expert the first time you're playing against most villains is fun and a little bit challenging. And then if we're doing the heroic thing because for a lot of reasons, but like when we only had very limited options of what we could play against,
right. And heroes.
you got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Like same, exactly. Yeah.
But
now it's like it's coming out faster than we're keeping up with it.
Yeah. So you want to try the new heroes in their fullness rather than like just trying to min-max them for a very particular heroic challenge, which it always
You
is.
mean leadership with a bunch of allies?
That's right. Drayton Gann says, I'm 5th, by the way. Is that limited elo or total? Drayton 5th and limited?
Let's just look.
Let's see. Let's get that contest going. Van got a comment, just got shipment notification on the next Ashes stuff. Fantastic. Glad to hear that. So I'm glad it's getting out. That's news to me. It's fantastic.
Wait, what's getting out?
Ashes stuff apparently got a shipment notification.
Oh, the
League stuff? Or the
League
Gorn
stuff.
Rock?
I think it's the League stuff.
Gorn Rock's on the way.
Drayton is 5th. I was completely wrong.
Okay, what's Eric?
He top 8'd in Dallas, right, Drayton?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he did. I spooked him, though, on the way.
Eric is 32nd.
Okay, so Drayton's crushing in Oklahoma.
Meanwhile, let's look
Very
at
good.
Wooly.
Sheldon Wyndham
50th.
says...
50th. So
50th.
Oklahoma has
So
3
I've
of
got-
the top 50 limited players.
I've got a ways to go there. Sheldon Wyndham, he was a soldier. He was Tony Stark's bodyguard for a long time. He took over as Iron Man at one point. So War Machine has a storied history with Stark as well. Nathan C. Hey, everyone. First live Marvel for a long time. Sitting and opening the Valkyrie pack while watching you guys. What a start of the week from the UK. Love it, Nathan. Glad to have you as part of this. Truly. Omnibus Omnia saying War Machine's basically Iron Man who's grown too cynical after seeing the inner workings of the military-industrial complex. So it's a kind of a meta appreciation there. Anything else that's necessary? I don't want to scoot over anybody that's relevant.
You've been doing a great job. I didn't expect you to full on just take that role.
Everyone's chatting today. Brand Sanderson saying PAX South is officially gone due to protest over Texas law. So they're not doing PAX South there anymore. William says to come to Philly. It'll be amazing. I would love to go to Philadelphia. Not been to Philadelphia yet.
I've never been to Philadelphia.
It's really important.
Put it on the
city.
calendar. A proposal. It'd be a good excuse to travel a lot. Although we already travel a lot.
Yeah, I could travel more.
The problem with PAX, this is honestly, just to open that up a little bit, pre-pandemic, you have Gen Con, you have Gamma, you have...
But really?
There's something else we went to.
Is Gamma even happening anymore?
Oh, there used to be multiple world championships every year we're going to, officially.
Yeah, it used to be, yeah. No longer.
Not anymore.
No. Niels Fisher, greetings from Germany. Always in for Marvel Monday. Love your Marvel content and Steven's personality.
Specifically, yeah.
He actually said our personalities, but I just filled in the gaps. He was not courageous
For a
enough
second,
to
I thought
say
you were going to say our personality as though it were one.
Our one great personality. Really Original says, level so far on the Mad Titan Shadow level of fun out of 10 versus the other big expansions? Well, we've only played the one.
Well, Rise Red Skull.
Well, we've only played one scenario, though.
Oh, yeah.
The first one was good, wasn't it? What did we do?
I think the first one in every box has been good so far.
I think this one's going to be the deal sealer.
Last one was pretty fun because it was Drang, and you had the ship, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, and you go to the market afterwards, and you're like,
yeah.
oh, this is going to be exciting.
And then they just start pounding you. Rodent for Sooners, what's up? Good to see you again. Oh, man, first time I made it live in months, and Champions is my favorite, just behind Arkham.
Welcome back.
So that's wonderful. Drayton saying I did try to crush his dreams in Dallas, which I did a good job of trying.
Did you beat him, or were you close?
I beat him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then he stopped losing after that.
The deck went off like crazy, and then I lost the next two, and then I got to the draft, and then,
and then,
IOGNIT, watching your interview on Red Zone Rogue. Were you interviewed at Red Zone Rogue?
Well, I was...
You think the marketing manager should know this?
I don't know.
Am I supposed to promote it? What's the point?
I already scheduled the social post.
What'd you talk about? Did you see anything inflammatory?
It was really cool. So if you're not familiar, Red Zone Rogue does a variety of card games, but a lot of fab stuff.
I will also say I watched their gameplay of MetaZoo after we kind of used it as a plank in the most recent podcast that's going up actually today.
I feel like I caned it.
A little bit. I mean, it was kind of like, this is the example of a game that doesn't actually play well, but is just there for the LOLs and collectors. And I watched the gameplay, and it is bad. Very bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it took me one video. I watched one video, and I was like,
Yeah.
So
I don't feel bad about it anymore.
Red Zone Rogue, content creator, and he recently hit 10,000 subscribers. Then he had James White on last week, and then he asked me if I would come on just to chat, because we have a lot in common. So it was really cool because it was less interview and more just a conversation about stuff that we, it ranged from fab to creating content to dead games.
Okay. Did you promote our stuff? Are we gonna make more money or anything?
Well, I promote our podcast because
we
he was wanting my opinion on all the TCGs that are coming out. I was like, hey, we just did a whole podcast about that thing.
Great.
So we went into that a little bit and talked about all kinds of stuff. But he's a consistent, great part of the fab community. So
cool.
If you want to watch that, that's on his.
I guess
YouTube
I'll
channel.
watch it. See what you said. I Hank Jr. easily trademarked said, "How y'all doing today? Doing well. How are you doing? You tired? You're tired on Mondays now.
Easily trademarked?
What happened? Yeah, because it has the I Hank. Yeah, it's funny. It's a good joke.
I'm not tired on Mondays.
You're not?
I was.
You're having some blowout weekends or something I need to know about?
Well, I didn't want to say anything.
You'll
Sunday night at parties without you. No, what was happening is I was traveling a lot.
Uh-huh.
So the day I came back, I would be tired.
Yeah.
Because I'm introverted, so that takes a lot of energy to do those events.
Yeah.
And we were doing it back to back to back. And then the weekends we weren't traveling, we were practicing. But I feel fine right now.
Great. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. Didn't have any coffee for him when I got here, but that's fine.
There was. You just came right into your little office and hopped in a meeting.
Howlett James, if I'm subscribed to the Hero Pack sub, do I just have to buy Nebula by itself since the sub kind of skipped it? I don't know. The sub didn't skip anything, did it?
The sub didn't skip anything. If you signed up too late to get it, then yes, you should buy it by itself. But if you're signed up, everything in the future should be covered. And
here, the easiest system is on that subscription product, there's a next release field, and it will tell you if you sign up right now what the next release is that you'd be receiving. Usually it's about a 2-week lead time. So if you're subscribed about 2 to 3 weeks before something releases, you'll get it. Otherwise, it'll be the next thing that comes out. You can also check that in your account. Next release, it'll tell you right there what you're slated to receive. The Dude Gaming 2 said, I thought there was nothing that could excite me more than Mad Titan Shadow, and then they announced a Spider-Man campaign expansion.
That's got to be the villains I'm looking forward to the most.
Probably the most iconic comic book villains.
I think
as a whole,
Batman and Spider-Man's villains
Batman
are both
is
very good.
More iconic. Yeah. Question: what do you think about the new Spider-Man movie?
I'm very excited. Have you? You wouldn't know. Preview looks great. If they actually do put all 3 of the cinematic Spider-Men in the same movie, I'll be very pleased.
Okay, yeah, that's a good take.
I like all of those Spider-Man men.
Billy Fellon, what's up? Love Billy in the chat. I hope you and your families have a happy Thanksgiving, gents. You too, and everybody else watching. Have a great Thanksgiving. Even if you're not in the States, you give thanks for whatever you want.
How was your camping?
Oh, it was so good. Man, it was so
And
good.
did you stay up to see that eclipse?
No.
You-
Kind of thought about it, but no, didn't. But there's another one coming soon.
Next
so
year. And it's at a better time.
We'll catch that.
I looked. When you said that, I went that night. I was like, I'm just gonna go when the next one is. Like, it's next year. I'm good.
We'll catch it. No, we got our fire pit established.
All right.
And that was essentially gathering a bunch of rocks, laying them in a circle, and then stacking up rocks around it.
You your French stew.
Yeah, I made the bourguignon. It was phenomenal. I brought some in the car and then left it in Shannon's car, so I don't have it here. But you should try some. I'll try to get here tomorrow. And
I appreciate the thought. You were really close.
You know what's crazy is like as I was doing that, I was establishing, essentially this camp spot, mowed everything, trimmed the tree limbs around there, like established the site, had some good spots for tents and whatnot on the land, and I was like, this may well be here for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Your stone spot.
Yeah.
For your fire.
Because like if you, let's say I die or whatever,
presumably
forbid,
it will happen.
At some point that might happen. And then like, let's say that land gets purchased by another family or whatever. They're going to see that established site and be like, yeah, cool. We'll make some fires there too. And then they do it for 50 years and then they pass it down. It's like, oh my gosh, I could have just made something that lasts for a very long time. It's pretty cool.
I'm really into that in general. Building things that are going to be around for a while.
Mm-hmm. That's really what we're not doing enough of these days.
Yeah.
We're doing it in the wrong ways. Like the stuff that's going to be around is garbage.
Yeah.
And the stuff that isn't going to be around is all of our buildings.
Yeah.
And it's like you go to, when you travel, that's one of the great things about traveling to a place that's more than 300 plus years old. It's like there's stuff that's been there for 1,000 plus years. And it's like, oh my gosh, how awesome. Like, and they cared about it. It's like craftsmen doing stuff. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think about that when we're talking about building the next store or the stores after that. It's like
not just temporary garbage.
Are we building something that'll actually be here for a long time?
Yeah. And
I
nice.
hope so.
Like those Art Deco buildings downtown. It's like, that's amazing. Otherwise, it's just like cardboard.
Now, a key piece of something being around for a long time, building it right up front, but also maintenance.
Yeah. Yeah. Maintenance is the thing that everybody gets wrong.
Yeah. I mean, hundreds of years of maintenance. Like that's what's truly phenomenal about like those buildings in Europe being around. This could so easily not be here.
Yeah. Just keep it up.
Weather, accidents, fires, whatever. And yet here it stands.
Yeah, it takes a village, quite literally.
Yeah.
A Way of Kudasha saying, greetings from Australia. Great to see a live show again. Hoping for some deck building and maybe Valkyrie and a War Machine to see them played at last. Not War Machine today. Have we played Valkyrie yet?
She's not even out yet.
Oh, well,
but it's out in some countries. You remember, it boggles the mind how not long ago, Asmodee was saying, you know what, we're going to delay the release to make sure that we have a simultaneous global release. And I think it was maybe a Destiny set.
Mm-hmm. It was a Destiny set. Can you imagine?
And then, not even a hop and a skip later, just releasing things everywhere, whenever, and adding things to release schedules whenever. It's just pandemonium.
Well, you know what happened? Literally, pandemonium happened. Pandemic.
Pandemonium.
I mean, you had to start clearing containers and clearing stuff. I don't think there was a lot of warehouse space available to just wait on stuff. And then I saw the port in LA, big news about the containers. Stuff started moving way faster. They started putting a $100 fine that upped $100 every day that you had a container in the port that wasn't getting cleared. And so like that got people moving. And it's like, oh, well, maybe that's why the 17 Asmodee products showed up randomly last week.
Because the ports are clean.
Because it's like, oh, they're like, now there's a cost to waiting.
Who's paying the cost?
The person who owns the goods that are being transported, I think.
Not the person who's the shipping company?
I don't know. I mean, you could probably only charge the shipping company, but they're going to charge you.
Right? That's
not their problem, right?
It's kind of like raising, it's like trying to tax corporations. Like, they don't pay the tax.
Yeah, they will find a way.
The customer pays.
Yeah.
Every time.
Pass it down.
It's just how it goes. But I didn't know that was going on. I just know that I was reading articles about or seeing stats about the fact that there are less and less boats just waiting.
Yeah.
So,
getting better.
You apply taxes and penalties or apply incentives and things get done.
Well, sometimes.
Anything else relevant going on?
No, let's look at War Machine. What else should you be aware of? I watched Dune last night again.
Really?
It's
I
so
haven't seen
good.
Wheel of Time yet, so don't. You watched.
I did watch part of Wheel of Time, and I was amazed at the quality of that show. In the negative direction.
It was less quality than you expected it to be.
Just simply out of the gate,
Is
the
it Amazon,
shots, the way it's being filmed, the acting. As I said to many people, and I still told to Bryce, I told a lot of people, I've never read Wheel of Time. I think it's one of those shows, if I stuck with it, I'd be really into it. But is way more came across like a CW production than like an HBO Game of Thrones production.
Do you think any of this is filtered through a lens recently of having seen Dune?
Not expressly. You'll know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
When you watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking
What's
about.
that? So CW shows, right? Like Arrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a word?
Which is great. For a while.
For the mix of the production level, but I also feel like the word I want to use is campy, but I don't think it's right.
It's something like that, though.
But is there a word? I was trying to describe that recently. What was I even watching with my wife? And I was like, it feels like that to me.
Yeah, it's just like it's not epic. It's not dramatic. It feels more like a soap opera. And it's just the way the dialogue's written and the acting is done, and it's like it's pretty overt. Not a lot of subtlety to it. I don't know. It's interesting. A budget, yeah, would be good. I see Blink says it's like more of a budget production.
B movie. You can just feel the like acting and I know exactly what it was. We were watching Twilight.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, it's in that vein.
And I was like, it got a lot of heat for a lot of reasons. But I only recently watched them for the first time, but it felt like a CW show to me.
Yeah.
Which is like that doesn't bother me as long as I know.
Yeah.
Like don't go in and out of it. Like stay at that level.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that felt to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you know you're either eating like a Frito chili pie or like, filet mignon.
Yeah, you go in with a certain expectation.
Like, sometimes Frito chili pie is great, but like
Torres saying soapy, like soap opera kind of.
Yeah, you'll know exactly what I mean. Even the colors, the cinematography, like it's just. It looks like it's made for TV, not made for big screens.
Zen Trichter says it feels like daytime TV.
Yeah.
Russell saying it breaks the suspension of disbelief. Meanwhile, on the other end of that spectrum, I also saw this weekend the final James Bond movie.
No Time to Die.
In the Daniel Craig.
That's a great title.
It is a great title.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that Daniel Craig and that whole series of movies was really good.
Okay, I'm glad. I'd like to watch that one.
It was not like, it's not profound kind of stuff, but like, it just seems the Bond movies are a genre, and it seems well done within that genre.
Okay, good, yeah. Because when he came in, he was kind of like a hard-headed, aggressive Bond, and not like a cool, smooth Bond. That was kind of like jarring for people.
It's really good.
All right.
I mean, it's it's a darker, more serious tone than most Bond movies, the whole series. But like, I thought he did. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I'll give it a watch. Let you know how I feel.
Let's breeze through this War Machine.
Can you give me my old deck? My
yeah.
Scarlet
Warlock
man.
Scarlet Warlock.
Whatever that is.
Oh man.
And then let's just see if we want to pull any cards from War Machine here.
Yeah, I don't even remember what aspects you were on. I was on Spectrum Aggression, I think. Yeah. What is this pack?
And I have like multiple cards, right? Yeah, I can have all the different cards. Equal number of cards from all 4 aspects. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Oh, so everything is fair game for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of here so I can actually.
That's good context.
Make that. Now let's see if there's anything in the pack that matters.
Her nemesis is called Living Laser. Look at that. Or his nemesis, which is great.
He's just literally a living laser.
Yeah.
Man, stuff's cool. Stuff's really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's Sorcerer Spring. You want to run them down? Quick?
Yeah. Okay.
Hit me with the War Machine cards.
James Rhodes, Alter Ego, action. Choose a War Machine card in your discard pile and shuffle it into your deck. After you change this form, discard each ammo counter from your identity.
Okay, so his identity is going to build up ammo in hero form, yeah?
War Machine form, lock the mode of response. After you change to this form, place 5 ammo counters on War Machine.
Oh, can they be used for any
So
weapons?
he flips, he gets ammo, and then when he goes down, he loses them. So every time he goes back up, he's gaining 5 ammo. So we'll see what that means.
Oh my gosh, if he can shoot stuff without, that'd be awesome.
He's a gunman. He has a signature Iron Man, 3 cost ally, 3 health, 2 thwart, 2 attack. Response after Iron Man enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a tech upgrade and add it to your hand.
That's pretty solid. So basically it costs 2. 2 for a 2/2/3 is pretty cool.
Munitions bunker, alter ego action, exhaust, put 2 ammo on it. Hero action, exhaust, move each ammo here to War Machine.
Okay.
So you get that out every time you go down. You put 2 on it, put 2 on it again, go back up. Now you've got 9 ammo.
Okay, so this is going to be a thing.
Upgraded chassis. War Machine gains the aerial trait. They really got to start doing stuff with that. After you change this form, exhaust upgraded chassis. Give War Machine a tough status card.
Oh, so every time he rolls up, he can now get tough?
Yeah.
That's super good.
So he's going to be like Iron Man, except for he's going to want to change forms.
Yeah, okay.
Is what this feels like.
And maybe he's not building. Well, maybe he's building his little kit.
Gauntlet Gun. Exhaust it. Generate a wild resource for a War Machine event and place an ammo on War Machine.
But what's the payoff?
We're about to find out.
What's the payoff?
Missile Launcher. Exhaust Missile Launcher and remove 1 ammo from War Machine. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. This attack gains ranged.
Okay.
So it's 2 free damage basically every time.
2 free damage every time.
Shoulder Cannon. Exhaust Shoulder Cannon. Deal damage to an enemy. You may remove an ammo from War Machine to ready Shoulder Cannon. So he can
that's
as
the
many
one.
ammo
Okay.
as he wants.
Okay, that's the one. That's where the payoff is mainly.
Repulsor Beam. Remove an ammo counter from War Machine. Deal 4 damage to an enemy.
Okay,
That's
solid.
an event. Targeted Strike. And these are 2 O's. Remove an ammo from War Machine. Remove 3 threat from a scheme.
Okay, fine.
Scorched Earth. Remove 3 ammo. Deal 3 damage to each enemy in play. 2 of them.
That's good. Okay.
Look at the art on this. Full auto. Remove 4 ammo from War Machine and choose an enemy. Deal 8 damage to that enemy. This attack gains overkill.
Oh, wow. That's actually really quite cool. That hits me in the old feels.
He has guns
Childhood
in
feels.
different area codes.
4 ammo, 8. Okay, so this is actually pretty clever. You just create a secondary resource on War Machine, and then you use it for all of his events and a lot of his upgrades.
Adam
That's
asking,
pretty
is
sick.
the audio out of sync for anyone else? That's a good question. If it is,
Yeah,
let us
good.
know.
Let us
We're
know
testing
for
some
sure.
delay stuff. You're going to be excited about this. I'm excited about this. We get the Black Panther ally. I'll let you read that.
Black Panther ally. You may play the event attached to Black Panther as if it were in your hand. After Black Panther enters play, choose a leadership event in your discard pile and attach to him face down. That's so good. So a 4/2/2/4 with double. Huh, that's interesting. That's right on the money. That's right on the curve there.
That's pretty cool.
Now, if he could play it over and over, that'd be one thing. But I think you have to discard it when he plays it, right? Event attached to him, you gotta play it.
Yeah. All right, we also get a Captain Marvel
How many
leadership ally.
Captain Marvels do we need?
5 cost, etc., etc. After change play, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. If you discarded a lightning resource, deal 3 damage to an enemy. If you discard more than 1, also stun the enemy.
Okay, for 5? They're giving us some big beef here.
They are. We get a reprint of Falcon ally,
Thank goodness.
a reprint of Goliath.
You didn't notice they're giving us a hint here that like War Machine wants a lot of money.
Big money. Let's see what else he gets. Command Team uses 3 command counters. Exhaust command team and remove a command counter from it. Ready an ally.
Okay, solid.
So 2 for 3 readies on allies.
Yeah, solid.
That's pretty good.
Solid.
Sneak Attack.
Make your big turns go really big.
Choose an ally in your hand that shares a trait with the identity. Put that ally into play. If that ally is still in play at the end of the phase, discard it.
Now, this is the kind of card that is awesome.
That's the Lord of the Rings card.
Yeah,
Remember
this is
that?
the kind of card that busts the game wide open.
Yeah, pay 1, put Avenger into play. Also note, it's not a hero action. So War Machine in hero mode is an Avenger and a Soldier. In Alter Ego mode, he's Shield and Soldier.
What is Nicholas?
Shield.
Fury?
Mhm.
Because at the end of the phase...
Yeah, you just put him in, trigger the effect, use the ability, and then
he's
he goes
discarded anyway, but he doesn't get the block. That's not that great. But you don't have to pay 4 for
away.
him.
But 1. There it is.
Pay 1, draw 2. Already, fan me. Or draw 3? Does he draw 3 or 2?
3. Yeah. We also get Save the Day, classic Spider-Man situation. Discard an ally you control, remove threat from a scheme equals to their printed cost. Pay
Okay.
1, put an ally in, use them, pay 1, discard them, remove the threat.
Okay, yeah, that's
Seems good.
okay. That's okay.
Go down.
Wait, what is it equal to their cost?
Yeah.
Okay, so any of the allies that have cost reduction would be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Which, what is that, Hercules or whatever has one of those where you reduce his cost by every...
Mm-hmm.
That could be like a remove 6 or whatever.
What is the other? Yeah. And that's also just a nice way to get allies off the table without wasting them.
True.
You know, get some value.
Man, there's so many slots in these leadership decks, though. It's going to be hard to choose.
Go down swinging. Discard an ally you control. Deal damage to an enemy equal to their printed cost.
Okay,
That makes
right on.
sense. 2 make the calls.
For 0, though, notably.
In innovation, limit 1 per deck. After you spend this card, heal 1 damage from an ally you control.
Yeah, that's acceptably
cool.
good.
That's
I think we've seen that before.
Mockingbird, Queen Carrier. 2 against the world. Team up Iron Man and War Machine. Love seeing that. Search your deck for a tech upgrade and put it into play. Shuffle your deck, ready Iron Man and a War Machine.
Oh, come on.
They're just partying.
That's going to be a great team.
Yeah.
Like, to be able to get those tech upgrades out so fast and then late game ready is nuts.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm really into it. I love those team up cards. As one, Alliance, this is cool. Exhaust an Avenger character and a Guardian character. Deal X damage to an enemy where X is the combined attack of those characters. This attack gains overkill.
Okay, but why would I pay 2 for this?
So, good question. I mean, it's just 2 allies, right?
Yeah, I mean, you pay 2 and you prevent the 2 consequential, right? The consequential damage is the idea. That's like the card that I never play times 2.
It also gets around like stun.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
But like paying 2 for that is
they're
crazy.
stunned, but you're not, then you can play it because it is an attack.
Like you gain overkill, but like that's such a weird efficiency line.
This is the most conditional card I've seen in the game.
What does Alliance do? I mean, that keyword might mean something.
Oh, maybe that's important. Maybe it means you can...
Let me read my little booklet.
I think we've had it in this. Isn't there Alliance in this pack? Anyone can pay for it at the table. And anyone can exhaust anything. So it's a team card.
Okay.
So hey, you got an extra buck? Like, let's go. Yeah, that's fine.
Could maybe be interesting.
That's acceptable.
Vigilante Training. Max 2 per deck. Uses 2 training counters. Looks cool. Alter Ego action. Exhaust this card, remove a training counter. Choose a Justice event in your discard pile and shuffle it into your deck.
Okay. Max 2 per deck.
That is interesting.
2 training counters. Alter Ego. Exhaust, remove, put a Justice card back in, event back in. You feel like you want to run that in Miss Marvel, right?
I mean, sort of, but like, is it really worth a card to get 2 cards back when you could have just had a card?
Yeah.
It's only, and you had to pitch a card to play.
It would have to be so central to your strategy that it would make your head spin.
Yeah. Like, you just really need a lot of copies of, like, this one card.
Yeah. There's probably heroes that do that.
Like, if I could put my Captain Marvel ally from Spider-Woman back in the deck, but you can't.
If it was a signature card, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah.
All right. Then we get Stand Together. I like the idea of Alliance cards, where everyone can help pay for these big cards. Hero and up when a friendly character would take any amount of damage from an attack, exhaust an Avenger character and a Guardian character. Prevent all of that damage, deal that much damage to the attacking enemy. That could be really good.
Man, yeah, you better have some rich friends. Pay 4 and 2 exhausts?
Well, the main thing is it's in the defense phase, right?
Yeah.
So everyone will have full hands.
Yeah.
Everyone presumably will be standing.
It's kind of a last-ditch thing because then your next turn is going to be hot garbage.
It's just that moment when, like, you have the one, like in a 3-player game, specific Alliance gets better at more players, right? So in a 3-player game, sometimes someone will get dunked on, and being able to just cancel the damage and send 8 back at the.
Yeah, on the big hitters, I could see it. I could see it. Gosh, I'm just thinking about 30 slots in my deck though, or 40, 40 slots.
Hold on, got some.
Oh, Schmendrix want to become famous. Eternal Victrix has got news for you.
All right.
This is Joe Blow 22. Oh, they're gone.
They're out of here. Then we get Sidearm, neutral, attached to an ally, max 1 per ally. Attached ally gets +1 attack and gains ranged. That's fine. It's a fine upgrade. If you have an ally that likes to have a lot of upgrades, like Iron Man gets free upgrades, like that's pretty good.
+1 attacks.
Then a spare copy of 2 Against the World so that Iron Man also
of course.
gets a copy.
All right, super solid. I didn't see anything there that I feel like I needed.
Nothing for me.
And Tanuki correctly saying Alliance sounds like a decent mechanism. I always felt Champions was lacking a bit in terms of team interaction. It's true. A lot of times the only interaction we have is like, I'm doing stuff. Is that okay? Yeah. Like that kind of thing. And apparently recurring things like Think Fast confuses for Guardians. It's kind of a perma-confuse, which is solid. One Way or Another is the one where I think you draw a bunch of cards. I can't remember. I think I have one here. Yeah, right here. So search the encounter deck for a size scheme, reveal it, draw 3 cards. You could keep putting that back in, and that's pretty efficient. So they say.
So they say.
And now let's do some tower defense. If this actually plays like tower defense, I'm going to love it.
We're about to find out. All right.
Oh, I forgot. I couldn't see because of the delay. I'm not looking at the screen anymore.
Yeah, like, what's wrong?
Cards on my... Now it can't be terribly hard, John, to get those cards at the bottom sometimes and the top the other times. Yeah, no. I'm just spitballing here. Let's go to the top down.
Tower defense.
Keith A still waiting for the Punisher Blade team up. He's a vampire, you know that?
Yeah, I did know that, yeah.
There's my obligation. Put that in. Got Ninja Turtles coming at me. Weird. Okay. Now let me bone myself up on Adam Warlock again. Mystic. Avatar of Life. During deck building, your deck must include an equal number of cards. I did that. Discard a card, remove a status. Okay, easy. 6-11.
Easy.
Battlemate. Discard a card from your hand once per phase. If that card is aggression, deal 2, deal 2, deal 1. Okay. Can you take an action on the encounter phase, like on the villain phase?
You cannot.
That settles that, doesn't it?
Nailed it.
Okay.
I'm going to sleeve these real quick, and then we're going to have some reading to do.
Sleeving and reading. That's all we do anymore.
That's what we came to stream for, right?
That's all we do. And it's going to be a big board, apparently, this is Daniel. We're zoomed out pretty good here.
Yeah, it seems pretty solid.
I think we'll be able to, we're pretty well up there. And yeah, we've got plenty of room. Punisher, notably Bob, not a vampire, as far as I know. I suppose he could be.
I'm sure there's a plot line somewhere.
What is the interest in Punisher? What's the idea behind this? Is it just a
vengeance?
As far as I know, it's just an angry man with guns.
Yeah, like his family gets murdered, I think, and then he becomes.
Well, that does not make a superhero.
I don't know. Never really been into it.
I mean,